So Adams State comes in 17-11 overall, 9-8 in conference play. And remember, they were undefeated in the league, and I think only had the first time these two teams played, State only had 3 losses at that point of the season. So it has been a struggle at times for State. But then you look at their wins and their losses, and Adam, even their loss, at Florida State by 7, against Syracuse by 4, at Wake Forest by 4, Pittsburgh by 3, at Virginia in overtime by 6. State is not getting blown out. And in fact, they have shown the proclivity multiple times this year to come back. And they had a stunning comeback win at Clemson when they were down double figures. They were down huge at home to Syracuse, something like 15 or 18 points, and came back, took the lead late, but then saw it slip away in the final minutes. And I don't claim to know what's going on, the ins and outs of what's going on with State. They appear to be a team that within the course of the game is going to go until the game ends. And they've got some guys. DJ Horne is a really, really talented scorer. When Carolina and State played the first time, Horne was averaging at that point of the season something around like 13 points. That's up to 17.5 now. That's a big jump in 10 games or 12 games or whatever it's been. So he's really been scoring at a high level. He did not shoot the ball well at all against Carolina. He was like 2 of 14 or 2 of 16 in the first game. Did not make a 3. That's not going to happen again. He's a guy that's shooting 44% from the floor, 43% from 3. He's going to make some buckets. And then there's DJ Burns down low, who presents a matchup problem for anybody because he is so big and skilled for his size and a good passer. He's the second leading assist man on State's team. So they present unique challenges for you. They have not won as many games as I'm guessing they would like, but they've also pretty much been in every single game that they've played, win or lose. And so this will be a challenge. It's a rivalry game. There'll be a lot of emotion. State will be fired up, but Carolina's going to be fired up. Should be a lot of fun.
I think the performance on Monday, especially the performance at the end of the game, ensured that the Tar Heels will be focused tomorrow. Hubert Davis made that pretty clear in the immediate wake of the game and in practice since then, expecting just a crisper 40-minute effort. I think State's kind of been better than what I thought they would be when I looked at their personnel and thought that looks like maybe a below 500 team in the league, and they haven't been. Also, I think traditionally in terms of Carolina State, this is when State's their most dangerous, when you're not really sure what you're going to get because they will be loose. We know DJ Burns will be loose, but they're also talented. Carolina's going to have to run Burns the way they tried to do in Raleigh and tire him out and get him to the bench either via foul or fatigue in those final few minutes that I'm assuming, based on State's history so far this year, will probably be pretty close.
Yeah, and while Burns is the one who gets so much attention, and deservedly so because he's a unique player, Muhammad Diarra is I think he's got a lot of talent. Ben Middlebrooks has played well for them, and he's just a guy I don't think it's very fun to play against, is the impression that I've gotten. He's physical and chatty and likes bothering you and can score and is a good player. So, yes, this is going to take – Carolina's going to need to play well to win the game, I guess is my point in all this. State has some guys. They have some guys who can play.
And you're right in the area where you may have to play them twice more before this season is over because as the ACC tournament shapes up right now, the Tar Heels and Pac would be in that same portion of the bracket. So I think Carolina's going to have to play well in this game, but also I think Carolina probably will play well in this game.
Yeah, if the ACC tournament was today, which of course it isn't, Adam's disappointed, the 8-9 game would be State and Florida State. So, Carolina's going to – if the Tar Heels are the 1 seed or if they're the 2 seed, the 7-10 matchup I think right now would be like Virginia Tech against Pitt maybe. So, I mean, you're going to be playing a good team if you're the 1 or the 2 in that quarterfinal round. A team you could lose to in that quarterfinal round. So there's still a lot to figure out here over, Adam, I mean, we're into almost the final week of the season. Isn't that hard to believe?
Yes. I don't want it to be over, which I think is a good sign.
Yeah. No, this has been a fun year.
Last year around this time, I did not have the same feelings of sadness that at best there was, a month plus left in the season. But this year, I want to watch them play some more.
Yeah, it's been a fun year. It's a fun group, as we've talked about all year long, and a group that still has the opportunity to do a lot, but has got to tighten some things up. I think particularly that execution in the final couple minutes. And Hubert Davis is correct in saying, and Adam goes to almost every practice, I go to a fair amount, the Tar Heels practice this almost all the time. 3 minutes left, you're up 6, you're down 6, you're up 3, you're down 3, stuff like that. They practice it. But it hasn't been translating a lot here recently.
Well, and it's incredible the things people think that the Tar Heels don't practice that actually they do. Like, discipline and details is something that Hubert Davis says every single day at practice. Another thing he says every day, almost every day that the Tar Heels do this drill, which is at least twice a week. Right side, right-hand layup. Left side, left-hand layup. You would think this would be something that was just in your brain that was inescapable, but sometimes in games you'll see that does not occur. And that's why being a coach can be sometimes stressful because you think you know that this is something fundamentally important to you and you're going to convey it to the team. And surely they will always do it. But then sometimes they don't. And that's just part of it being a coach.
Adam, anything else? Carolina, State, ACC heading into the next to last weekend of the regular season.
Tip-off club, 2:00.
Yeah, that should be fun. What's the weather situation? Do we know on Saturday? I don't know. I'm not asking that like ominously. I don't know. I think now that I say that, I feel like there might be some rain in the morning, but it's supposed to get out of here by the afternoon.
I think that's right.
Does that feel right?
Little on the chillier side, like lower 50s, but your intensity will warm you up.
Yeah. Plenty of things out there to warm you up.
Yeah, that's right. That's what the tip-off club is for.
Yeah. Get you ready to go. 4:00 Saturday afternoon. Last weekend home game of the year. There's only 2 home games left, period.
Been some great Saturday home games this year.
Yes. Not many home games this year. We've talked about that. But so 2 more chances to see the Heels in the Smith Center. I mean, I don't have to urge you to come. This game's sold out, and every seat will be filled. This will be a good one. Looking forward to Saturday, 4:00. We'll be on the air at 3 p.m. for Carolina and State.